Hi everybody, it's Sunday afternoon and I'm going to make a beef stew. But first of all, thank you for joining me in the kitchen with Bert and Linda. As you can tell, Bert is not here. This is ball game day. So he's down in his man cave enjoying a football game and made the best team win. Anyway, let's get back to the beef stew. I know a lot of people work and I have been there and done that. And I know how hard it is when you come home after an 8-hour job. And for me, I had to drive an hour to my work and then an hour back from work. So it was a long, tiring day. So when I got home, I wasn't really interested in doing a lot of ingredients cooking. So this is a recipe that we have, and it's all using, and I know you're gonna hate this, but it's using canned vegetables and meat. But we're gonna put it all together and make a beef stew. It'll be hot, delicious, and quick. So first of all, I'm going to show you what I'm using. Over here, let me see if I can get you swung around here. I'll tell you. We're starting with 2 cans. You can see that. 2 cans of roast beef drained. Now I'll tell you what we're draining because Bert and I are watching our salt intake very carefully. And if you look at the back of these ingredients on these cans, you'd be surprised how much sodium they've got in them. So most of the time I will take our vegetables and canned meat and rinse it and get the salt off, and then I can go back and add salt and pepper or whatever that we want according to our taste, not theirs. Then we've got a can of peas and carrots. Again, wash them. Well, we do. And I've got a can of sliced potatoes, and again, they're washed. Okay, they're out of the way. All right, so that's what we have here on the counter. Let me turn it down. I've got all my vegetables lined up over here. So there's your meat, potatoes, your peas and carrots. All right, and over here I have got 1 onion chopped up. So this is what we're going to start with. We're going to add a little bit of olive oil to our pan. Let me see if I can get you just right. Okay, olive oil to the pan. Don't need a lot, but here we go. Hope everybody's having a good day. We've had a good day. Oh my gosh, it's been snowing all afternoon, and it's so pretty. But I think it has stopped now. But anyway, we were expecting snow and rain and all last night, but it snowed today, and it's very pretty. It's some on the roads, not much. So when I have a school tomorrow, it's a holiday, so the kids are out anyway, so they won't miss a day of school. Ooh, I'm sure they love that. All right, back to the meat. Okay, we're gonna let this heat up. Our olive oil heat up, and we're gonna put the onions in there and cook them down a little bit before we start adding everything else in. And I also have water. This is what we're going to make our broth out of. And again, it's low salt. So, it's getting warm. Yesterday we made a pineapple pudding. If you haven't seen that video, go back and look at it. It actually ended up being in 2 parts. It was a longer video than we thought. So anyway, if you watch part 1, go back and watch part 2. That's the whole thing. And we had a good time. As always, we have a good time cooking. Okay. Let's add our onions to the pot. But I know about this working long hours. You're so tired when you get home, and for us, come home and kind of dress down a little bit. You got children. They got to do homework. There's a kitty cat talking. Homework, and so we try to get some supper, and we call it supper. A lot of people call it dinner, but for us it's supper. And Oh gosh, it makes me try to think about it. Let's see, dinner or supper, and then homework and baths to kind of cool down, relax, and just enjoy being home. And the next day you get up 5 o'clock and start all over again. Another hour drive. I used to tell Bert I was like windshield wipers, back and forth, back and forth. So he used to laugh about that. But he also worked like an hour away. And so fortunately for him, he didn't have the traffic to go through like I had to. So anyway, those were good days, I guess. I had a lot of good friends at work. So, but I was so happy to finally retire. Because then I got to be at home. Okay, so our onions are cooking. I can hear them sizzling. And it smells good. I'll put just a tad of water in. I don't know if you can hear them sizzling or not, but they're cooking. They're steaming. And now this week we got coming up, we've got all kinds of recipes. Actually, I think I'm going to make an old-fashioned, well actually I've been wanting not banana cream, I don't like bananas, a coconut cream pie. And so I have got a recipe that I've used before, and it's very simple. And I think I'm going to do that. Okay, these onions are cooking. So let's add our meat in there. Add a little bit more water. This is what we're going to make a broth from. It smells so good. I wish you had a smell camera. Then you can smell it. We like simple recipes. And usually, I tell you, Bert's a good cook, just on his own. When I was working, a lot of times he would be off the days I was working. And so I'd get home 5, 6, well, probably about 6:30 at night. And he would have dinner, supper cooked. He would have the house clean. He had vacuumed everything, all errands run. I was like, wow, he really spoiled me with that one. But anyway, he's a good cook. And so he has more of imagination than I do when it comes to cooking. But that's okay. All right, we just let this cook down. Let it soften up a little bit. Smells so delicious. And while this is cooking, y'all watch it. I've got to run and get some cornstarch so we can thicken up our gravy. Hold on. Back. I forgot. There we go. I forgot I had put my cornstarch way back in the pantry. So this is what we're going to use to thicken up the juices of the beef. Cornstarch. So, and remember to get your water in your little cup first. and then put your cornstarch in it, because if you don't, you'll never get it mixed up. There we go. There's cornstarch. Okay. All right, add a little bit more water. Okay. Looking good. All we're going to do is really cook these onions down, then we'll add everything to it. Put the cornstarch and the water in there and let her simmer. You'll be ready to eat. So, yes, baby. Everybody hears you. Yes, everybody hears you. And while I'm waiting for this to cook, I'm going to use cornstarch. Okay. Take like a tablespoon of cornstarch and put it in your water. And mix it up. And it's kind of milky looking. And try that, and if it's not getting thick enough, do some more water and cornstarch. See how it has just evaporated. That's going to make it good. Okay. They're cooking away. Alright. Now I'm ready to add my peas and carrots. Here's my peas and carrots. In they go. Did that look good? And I got potatoes. Now I got the sliced potatoes, but I'm not going to use all these potatoes. It's just overwhelming. So we're going to take some of the small ones and put them down. And all of this is going to cook together and simmer. Oh, it's going to be so good. So it's just burnt me, so we're not going to put a whole lot of potatoes in here. Just the small ones. Okay, that should be enough. I think I'm going to add a little bit more water. Maybe about another tablespoon of cornstarch. So it's going to be 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. I believe we could handle some more potatoes. Can everybody hear me? I got my microphone on, but I'm not sure it's working. Okay, well, let's add our cornstarch. Okay, now we're going to let it cook for a few minutes. So I'm going to put you on stop for the moment, and I'll bring you back when it's done. Hold tight. Okay, everybody. We have been letting it cook for about 15-20 minutes. So this is where we're going to add in some pepper. A little bit of pepper. Let's see if I get the right side. We don't want too much pepper. A pinch of pepper. Can you see it? Can you see it under there? There's your pepper. And this is where we add our salt. Just a little bit of salt. Okay. Yeah, let's stir it up. Look at that. Oh, wow. That looks so good. Look at that broth. It's getting thicker as it sits here. Anyway, I say anyway a lot. I need to break that. As I say anyway. And I hope all of you can hear me. I've got a microphone on, so I don't know if that'll make it loud or not, but we'll see. But that's about it. Now you're ready to eat. Good old bowl of hot stew beef and vegetables. You make a salad, rice, noodles, anything like that if you want to put it over something, and just chow down. So I hope you like this recipe. It's very simple, quick, easy. Matter of fact, let me get a taste before we close out. I'll have to take Bert some in his man cave. Get some meat. Ooh, let's tell you what, that stuff is hot. Let me see if I can try it. There we go. Can you see it? That stuff is hot. So let's try a little piece of the beef. Oh, wow, that's good. It's so tender. Let's try a potato. Potatoes are hot. It's delicious. So while I'm thumbing up, I hope all of you will come back to see me. Leave me comments down there and let me know if you've made one of these and what did you do to it. What did you do it different? Also, hope you will subscribe, like, thumbs up, and share. We're trying to build a channel. We look forward to having all new friends, and just come on in. You never know when we may be cooking tomorrow. All right, love you guys. Bye.